up, guys? It's Tony Chini back here at the Tuck Your Chin podcast, talking about our predictions right now for NXT and for SummerSlam. I'm going to start off with our NXT predictions. I have everything written down right here. First off, we have our NXT North American Championship match, and I believe Cameron Grimes is going to be winning that ladder match. Honestly, I've been a fan of him for a while, so I think he's got this one. Then we have Io Shirai versus Dakota Kai for the Women's Championship, which I think Dakota Kai's taking it. She's got a mean streak lately. She's got everything going for her right now. I think that is her time. We have Adam Cole versus Pat McAfee, whoever the hell that is. So Adam Cole, baby. Keith Lee versus Karrion Kross. I honestly think Karrion Kross is going to take this. He just came in, house of fire. I think he's about to pull Kevin Owens and just come in and like a couple months later win that title. We have Breezango, Oni Lorcan, Danny Butch, and Legado del Fantasma. Legado del Fantasma is awesome right now, but honestly, I think Oni Lorcan, and Danny Burch have this in the bag. And then we have Finn Balor versus Timothy Thatcher. I'm going to go with Finn Balor on that one. I think Finn Balor, again, just like Dakota Kai over there, has been having a real good mean streak lately, and I think that is going to get him the win. So that's what I think for NXT, and if you got a problem with that, you can go stub your toe.
Oh, greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and gosh dang females. Today, we're going to be doing our predictions for NXT Takeover 30 and, of course, SummerSlam or Summerfest, depending if you want to be funny. I, of course, am Evan or Ronald or whatever and such. This is my first time hosting. I'm nervous as shit, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. And I think that's about it. Let's start, showing off all the members and such. Let's go to Julian.
Hello, everyone. My name is Julian Purnell, the Heavy Metal Joker, and this is it. This is it. NXT Takeover 30 and SummerSlam predictions, but not only is this that, but this is my last appearance on the Tuck Your Chin podcast. So,
for a while. Let's not think this isn't permanent.
It's not permanent, but I'm going to be gone for a little bit. So, mainly just because it's nothing to do with these guys. These guys are awesome, but it's just personal shit. And I just want to focus on my music stuff. So.
Oh, everyone, check out his Instagram TV stuff. It's been getting better. It's getting better as it goes. So go check it out.
Huh. I wasn't even thinking of plugging it, but thank you, Mike.
No problem.
All right. Let's continue.
All right, yeah, let's go on to fuck it. Let's move on to the co-host, the man himself, Steep.
Well, as Evan said, first episode as the new guys in commissioning, new co-owners for a while, as our last two go on to do big things. Let's all wish them luck. Round of applause. Good luck in college. Good luck for music, guys. But enjoy this episode, and I hope this isn't a shit fest with me in charge. Thank you.
It's going to be.
Damn. Not polite. All right. Let's move on to the cringiest, the king of cringe, undeniably, Michael.
Hey, everyone. Hey, everyone. This will be my last episode. I'll jump in once in a while, but I'll be doing the editing and the uploading, and you'll see those amazing thumbnails still be done by Julian. We won't be on any episodes for a while. I'm going to college like next week, and I'm ready to do big things. And I'll keep tucking my chin to the future. Never forget where you come from.
Hey, Michael, you know what they say about the college girls? They give you STDs and alcoholism. Sorry. Anyway.
A band on the door.
Anyway, the guy, the mad lad, the man, Antwan.
The guy who ran a marathon around his house in the first 2 minutes already. What's going on, Antwan?
What's going on, everybody? Feels great to now be another part, have another part ownership of the podcast. I want to extend another thank you out to both Mike and Julian, as they both are setting out on big things for themselves, and I want to wish them both the best in their future endeavors. And I know one day, that both hopefully may return. But until then, Thank you guys for your contributions. And as always, you'll always be a big part of this podcast. But as we all are going to always continue to be big parts of this podcast. But nevertheless, I hope you all enjoyed this great episode about to present to you. And stay tuned.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Now moving on to the other mad lad, the other homie, the other guy, Jacob.
The Mad Lad?
Yes.
The
All
mad.
Well, you know, it's always a pleasure to be on the podcast. Sad that we don't get to see Mike and Julian anymore, but you know,
And
Aw.
For just a little bit. It's not permanent.
little Mikey's going to college and he's growing up.
well, here's the question. Yeah, it is heartbreaking. Here's the question, though. Mike and Julian, am I going to be old enough to purchase alcohol by the time you guys come back?
No.
I would hope not. Because that's
No.
that's like 2.5 years.
That's like 10 years away.
No, I'm 18, you fucking dolt.
Whoa.
Anyway,
That's a good song by Alice Cooper.
yes. Nonetheless, hell yeah. All right, we got 2 more mad lads going on to Nathaniel.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings. Salutations. Konnichiwa. Obviously, things are going to be changing around here a little bit. This will be an interesting episode. This will possibly be like a 5-hour episode. I'm just going to make a prediction. It's going to be like 5 to 6 hours long. But yeah, anyways, love y'all. And not to mention the fact, I'm very proud of Mike for going to college. You know, our little Michael is he's growing. He's growing.
Exactly. And before I move on to the homie dreams, I just got to also say, you know, Michael is going to be doing some great stuff. He's going to be selling his piss to the Czechoslovakian government for money, and that's badass. And Julian is going to start his own business where he will be selling his belly button lint to starving children.
Ew! No!
Hey, you know, I told Evan this like earlier in DMs in the morning, and I told him not to tell anyone, but yeah, I'm selling my fish to you know, whatever the hell the army is, and I'm gonna be making like $1,500 per squirt. So I'm gonna be making a lot.
Per squirt. That's fucking gross.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You see, the funny thing about that joke is that Czechoslovakia is not a country anymore. I don't remember what exactly happened, but Czechoslovakia used to be a country, and they got split up, and now it's Slovakia and the Czech Republic.
Fucking history lesson, dude.
Steve said he's gonna handle it, so he'll send it somewhere.
I'm just spitting the facts. Nonetheless, finally, the yeehaw man himself from Texas, James.
Yes.
Fuck you.
I am here. I've missed a couple of podcasts. Luckily, I'm working in this crazy world. But hey, you know what? Things might be changing just a little bit, but that's okay. Change is good. Here at the Tuck Your Chin podcast, we accept it. First, I'm going to ask you to, if you haven't already, subscribe to us. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up. And if you have not already, hit the bell button and get all the post notifications straight to your mobile device. Secondly, just real quick, before we start, thank you to Mike and Julian for inviting Cassie and I, who is my wife, on the show and you know, bringing us apart to be members of the Tuck Your Chin podcast. We enjoy every time we're on here and we get an opportunity to talk. Also the Moshcast. So, you know, keep up to date with Julian. He's going to be doing some, you know, great work with the Moshcast and on his own personal Instagram. And then wish Mike good luck because he's going to college. He's done with the high school crap and he's moving on with life.
I'm now in junior year.
Exactly. If it wasn't for Mike and Julian, I wouldn't be here. And I don't think any of us would be, to be quite honest. So, fuck yeah.
So,
now, nonetheless.
Before we get to this, I just got one last thing to say to Mike.
Fuck you.
Yes, I agree. All right. Nonetheless.
Thank you for translate.
Yes. Now, time to move on to the main theme of this episode of the Tuck Your Chin podcast. Today, we are doing our predictions for NXT Takeover 30, and SummerSlam. Now, typically with NXT TakeOver, it's most of the time a banger of a show. Every single year they do some crazy stuff, and NXT has brought in some great talent from outside of WWE to perform for them. People like, for example, Ricochet, Trevor Lee, Keith Lee, fucking Damian Dijakovic or whatever his name is. You know, the list goes on for great talent that NXT has put on display for all of us WWE fans and such. So, personally, I'm amped up every time NXT TakeOver rolls around, and I think that this show is looking very promising. So, we will start off with the ladder match for the currently vacant NXT North American Championship, which Keith Lee vacated. Bronson Reed versus Damian Priest versus Cameron Grimes versus Johnny Gargano versus the Velveteen Dream. That's a yikes. Let's start with Steve. What are your predictions for this match? Who do you think is going to win the vacant NXT North American title?
Anyone but Gargano, but Damian Priest is my first pick.
That's an excellent pick. He's outstanding for a big man. Like he's very good. All right, let's go to Antwan.
All right, my pick is the same. I'm going for Priest big time. I think Priest he's been improving. He's the guy. I've been liking him since day one, since he got here. I really think that this is now his time to make a huge name for himself in this environment. When he captured his first championship with NXT, so I definitely think this is this opportunity right here. Going for Priest.
All right. How about you, Nathan?
Well, it's going to be an interesting one to pick. I believe it'll possibly be, well, I want to go for my man Gargano.
Okay.
Steve, you want to yell at him for that?
Honestly,
No, I mean, I
that's
don't
his
think.
pick.
I mean, I think that isn't a horrible pick. Personally, I love Gargano. However, he has had the title before.
I'm kidding.
I feel like him winning would be a little bit redundant, to say the least. However, I mean, if he does win, hey, I think that'd be interesting. Maybe you'll have a better reign, because I think when he first had the title, it wasn't the most long-lived. So
Yeah.
I'm actually kidding. I'll go for Damian Priest because I think he's a great superstar today.
Yeah.
All right. Now moving on to Jacob.
Jacob.
Yes. I think that Jacob is frozen.
Yes, he is. He is intentionally
Hello?
staring at us.
All
there?
right. Well,
Yes, Jacob.
we'll wait
Yes.
until he gets out of purgatory. Let's move on to Mike.
Uh,
Or if he gets out of from Austin. You know that freezing scene from Austin Powers? That's basically what this is
Jacob,
like.
he's back. Jacob.
Jacob,
Jacob, I'd asked you what your predictions were for this match, and you froze on me. Hello?
Jacob?
Knock,
Yo.
knock. Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello?
Jacob.
Housekeeping.
You know what, Jacob? I don't know if you can hear us, but okay. I
Hola,
think
¿cómo estás?
so confused.
Yes, I agree. Yes. Great prediction.
Great prediction. Great
Okay.
prediction.
Oh, he's grabbing headphones. All right,
Oh,
we're getting somewhere.
Oh my God.
I like our target this man.
First time hosting.
Evan, you're doing a great job so far, bud.
Thank you.
The future, we're good. We did a good decision putting the podcast in your hands. Thank you. Oh yes, but I'll go to my pick. Well, Jacob. Hello.
Jacob.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's alive.
Okay.
Here we go. Now,
I did an oopsie.
it's completely
clearly
fine.
you did. You
Jacob,
were just
what are your
frozen.
predictions for this match?
The hairy lad Cameron Grimes.
Yes, that's a good
He's
pick.
gonna rub the title all over his chest hair.
Oh,
It's so magnificent.
Yeah, all right. That's a
Oh
good
wait,
pick.
hold on. The mic lights up. Ignore me.
Okay. Moving on to Mikhail. If you were Russian, that'd be your name.
yeah. I think it's Damian Priest's time. I think he deserves it. He grew himself a lot in this past year. I'd say he was in NXT for, and I think he deserves it the most out of everyone in that title ladder match.
Oh yeah, all right. I started with who did I start with Julian? I'm sorry.
Started with
Didn't okay,
Started
Julian.
with
What are your
Stevie.
predictions for this match?
You know what? No.
Hell no.
There ain't no way in hell. Actually, who I actually am gonna go with? Damian Priest for sure. Either him or Bronson Reed. But if either him or Bronson Reed win, I'll be out.
All right, and finally, James.
Yes, sir.
James.
I'm going to agree with Jacob on here. Oh, now, let me tell you the reason why. I'm going to go with the dark horse, and I'm going to call him Trevor Lee, because Evan said the name at the beginning of the episode. I was surprised that he knew the name Trevor Lee.
I knew Trevor Lee.
And I know Trevor Lee. He's come down here multiple times to wrestle. He's from Texas. I'm going to go with the dark horse. I mean, I met him a bunch of times. He's an awesome talent, and I was super excited when he got to NXT. So, what do I think he's going to take the title? Probably not. But I hope that he does. I would like to see two people, not just Keith Lee, but Trevor Lee also hold a title in NXT that I've met and worked with down here in the promotion in Texas. That would be really awesome.
Put that on hold, Jacob.
Okay.
James, that's an excellent pick. Yeah, Trevor Lee. I've known who he is for a little while. He's very good. So yeah, that's a good pick. Me personally, if I had to pick who's going to win out of this match, I don't think it's going to be Velveteen for the obvious reasons. So if I had to pick one, I would go with Damian Priest as well, like all of you guys did. You know, he's been absolutely him and Finn killed it in NXT Takeover in Your House. I love that match very, very much. And yeah, from what I've seen, Damian is, for a big guy, he's incredible. And so yeah, I'm really happy for this match because the first NXT Takeover ladder match they had was absolutely insane.
Yeah, it was so good.
All right, moving on. We have a singles match for the NXT Women's Championship. Io Shirai versus Dakota Kai with Raquel Gonzalez.
Raquel Gonzalez.
Now let's begin with Nathaniel.
So what's interesting is I was actually there when Dakota Kai had her knee injury. It was at a Green Bay. It was in NXT Green Bay. It was at a house show. I think she blew out her knee during a 6-woman tag team match with
I think it was with Io and Candice LeRae versus I think Bianca Belair and 2 others.
No, it was Shayna Baszler and
Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir.
Yep. And
Was
it was
Tegan
with,
Knox in the match? Because they were Team Kick for a while.
Yeah, I think that's when she was teaming with Tegan Knox.
Right? It was those 3 against Dakota Kai, Kairi Sane, and I can't remember the other one's name, but it was another woman. It was definitely another.
You think it was Io? I think it was Io Shirai. Io Shirai was a part of WWE at the time.
Yeah,
it was either Io or Tegan. It was either Io or Tegan.
Yeah, I feel like it was most likely Io because Kairi Sane didn't make her WWE debut until after WrestleMania. So
it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, then it was definitely way before. And wait, wasn't it did Evolution happen?
Wait, hold on. Let me take a look again.
Oh my God. We are making this more complicated than it needs to be.
Well, the thing is, I just wanted to make a comment about this. The unfortunate thing with Dakota Kai is that she's incredible, but man, fate can be a real dick sometimes. Oh, you want to be a wrestler now? How about I have you do the stanky leg twice? That's so, unfortunate.
It was Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Kairi Sane against Shayna Baszler, Jessamine Duke, and Maria Shafir.
They're on Underground now.
Yes.
And
that was
women.
Yeah,
that was cool.
We'll get to Underground in a second. We'll definitely talk about Underground for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was gonna mention. I think it was last year's Takeover or this year's. I know that Candice LeRae and Dakota Kai had a no DQ match, and they absolutely killed it.
That was Tegan Knox.
It was Tegan. Okay,
Are you talking about the one at Portland? The last woman standing?
Yes.
Yeah,
That was Tegan.
Yes, those two.
But
fucking
can I
killed
continue my can I say my predictions for this?
No, just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, but I think how many days has it been since Io Shirai won the NXT Women's Championship?
She won it at In Your House, so not long ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it would be too early to take it off her. So I think it would be Io Shirai who prevails.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, Dakota Kai is outstanding, but maybe wait to give her the title. So
I'd say wait until later this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. To give Dakota.
Moving on to Steve.
What the fuck?
Thank you.
Jake,
I was watching. You can't see what happened, but don't worry about it.
We're limited Steve. We're censoring Steve on this podcast. Don't worry. If you want uncensored Steve, go DM him.
And for the viewers at home, you don't know and you don't want to know. Now, Steve.
Go to his OnlyFans. Go to his OnlyFans and you'll find out.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
Your first.
Only Steve.
Tuck your chin, OnlyFans. That sounds like a horrible.
I think Io's
gonna be. That's gonna be trending.
Io's gonna retain.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. That's all you have to say.
Because I just don't like Dakota.
Damn.
Fuck you.
That's not a point. All right. Moving on to Julian.
Oh man, you know what I gotta go with? Io Shirai for sure. God, I just love Io Shirai. She's honestly one of my favorite NXT superstars, for sure. Aside from Shotzi Blackheart, but yeah, Io Shirai's got so much talent. She's been doing this for a long time, and I feel like it would be kind of stupid to take the title off her now. Steve, what the fuck?
Why?
Why is this a thing now?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Just complimenting the homies.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Good God. Moving on to the frisky individual himself, Jacob.
Oh, it's gonna be Io. I love Dakota, but Io is the best women's wrestler probably in the world, in my opinion. She's just goated. She's beautiful. She's goated. She's everything. She's a star. She has GOAT written all over her.
Just like got a stamp here.
Oh yeah, just like Steve.
Stop making me blush.
God. Okay. Antwan.
I got Io to retain that. Dakota, I feel like she may be ready for the title run at the end of the year. Right now, I feel like you still need time to build up Io as a champion. So I don't think it's now it's not time to take the championship off her. So I'm definitely gonna pull for Io for this.
All right. Hell yeah. Mike.
I'm gonna go with Io. I think she's been a pretty good champion so far, and I think Io should retain.
All right. And finally, James.
Yes. You can hear me, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, a couple things about Io Shirai that I really enjoy when I watch her matches. One is her facial expression. She's very capable and able to display emotion. And without a crowd there, or at least with the kayfabe crowd or whatever's going on right now, I think that's really good. I'm able to see, where she's kind of trying to gear me in, what direction she's trying to gear me in. Also, Dakota's a heel now. So, I mean, I know Io about a year ago had her heel run, right? Am I right?
Yes.
So I'm thinking, could she be how many two-time NXT Women's Champions do we have? Is it only Shayna?
Shayna and Kyrie. I think Kyrie won it twice, if
That's
my
true.
memory serves.
Charlotte Flair won it 3 times.
Oh yeah, Charlotte won it twice too.
Oh, that's right. So I don't know. I mean, I just see Dakota's job as a heel can be done very well with her losing. I mean, I don't see her needing the title. I think her coming out of a huge show like Takeover 30, being really pissed off that she lost the title, I think that will give her the momentum she needs as a heel.
Yeah.
I don't think she needs the strap yet.
Absolutely, and I agree with pretty much all of you. Yeah, I think that, like I said, Dakota Kai is an outstanding talent, but give it some time before she wins the title. Now, moving on, this match I know that a lot of you are going to have some opinions about, and I have some as well.
Oh boy.
Adam Cole versus Pat
Oh.
McAfee. Now
It's McAfee, damn it.
It's McAfee,
Yeah.
fucking
Don't disrespect Big Daddy Pat.
meningitis. I don't know what his name is. Anyway, listen. Don't make fun of me, okay? He has a weird last name.
Do you have McDonald's on the mind?
Yes.
McDonald's.
McAfee.
Yes. Listen. Before anything happens, I just want to explain my stance on this match, right?
Pat McFarlane.
To a certain degree, I am on board with this. But here's the thing. To a certain degree. Now, Adam Cole's outstanding. One of the best, undeniably, of the modern era. Pat McAfee, what's his name again?
McAfee.
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 Pat McAfee. It's a stupid fucking last name.
It's horrible.
Is a former football player, and to my knowledge, doesn't have any wrestling training.
Yeah, he does.
I'm gonna say this: the build up to this, I've really enjoyed because that freak out on Pat's show with Adam had everybody talking about it. Everyone was like, "Whoa, holy shit, what's this?" And even I was like, "Is this a work? Is this a shoot? Is this a fucking what is this?" And as it turned out, the entire time it was a work, and this just proves the fact that both Adam and Pat are outstanding actors as well, and they're outstanding at conveying their characters and stuff.
Fuck you, Pat.
Exactly. Now, this is my stance on this match. The match better be fucking outstanding in the exact same way the build-up has been. That's my stance on it. I'm not going to immediately say, oh, the match is going to suck. I'm not going to say that yet. The match better be really good in the exact same way that the build-up has been really good. Now, time for everyone's thoughts. Steep, what are your thoughts on this?
You want my prediction or thoughts or both?
Yeah, both.
Okay, yeah, like you said, the build-up, the acting, because I thought that they had legitimate heat with each other. You know, every time he was on the panel, Adam Cole would come on and start cursing him out. But all that time, it was just...
Name their child Marina, as in, isn't a marina like a boat thing?
Marinara sauce.
No.
Yes, Corpus Christi has multiple marinas.
Yes, Michael's dumbass moments right there.
God. Imagine giving birth to somebody and being like, what are you going to name it? Boat! Fucking, that's stupid. Anyway, moving on.
I'm sorry, Marina. Marina, we love you.
I don't know if she's even going to see this. I'm sorry.
I mean, the other one's name is Jessamine.
Marina.
I've never met a human named Jessamine.
Are we really going to make fun of all of them?
Listen. Marina, on the off chance that you even bestow your retinas upon this fucking video, I'm just joking around. Anyway, nonetheless, moving on. Nathan. Nathan? Are you with us?
What's up?
What are your thoughts? Yes, I'd like to know your predictions of the match.
And thoughts.
Okay, so can I say my opinion about it first?
Yes.
Okay, so when Evan, the wonderful person he is, showed me the footage of the entire interview, I was like, okay, this has to be like a shoot. But then I realized it was only a work, and I'm like, have these guys been in musicals or something? Because I've been in musicals and plays and theaters for acting in character, and I legitimately thought that they were gonna legitimately about to punch each other in the face in the interview, and I give props for them for their phenomenal acting. But I hope to God, I hope I will get on my knees and pray to the big man upstairs that this match will be awesome, because the build-up is absolutely insane. I have to say that's one of the best build-ups I've seen when it comes to professional wrestling, in my opinion. One of the best, if not the best. But this match better be worth the build-up, because if it doesn't, I'm going to shit myself, and then I'm going to drown myself in a bathtub.
Exactly. And the funny thing is, right? Yeah, and the
okay.
funny thing is, right, like, this build-up has no business being as good as it is, because Adam Cole is, like I said, in my opinion, like, one of the best of the modern era, and I'm not denouncing his career or anything, but Pat McAfee is a former football player. I mean, come on. Not saying that. I should mention, not saying that there aren't former football players who become wrestlers, people like Lesnar, like Roman Reigns, like fucking Goldberg,
The Rock.
Baron Corbin.
Dwayneson. They're all former football players.
You Baron Corbin.
Right. Now the list goes
Lawrence
on.
Taylor main evented a WrestleMania.
Yeah, but we don't talk about that.
Vader. Big Van Vader.
Yes,
I
it is
got
Vader.
a tweet from him. I actually got a tweet from the guy.
Oh my
Before
god.
he died.
Match.
Fuck
Yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna continue with the match, but I think I'm gonna go for my man Adam Cole, because he is one of, if not the greatest wrestler in the modern era currently. One of the best, in my opinion.
Absolutely. All right.
And I got to see some of his matches in CZW way before he was in WWE, and I thought WWE better sign this guy, and they better push him good, because he is absolutely phenomenal. Like, his matches with like Chuck Taylor are absolutely amazing. Colt Cabana, Keith Lee, I believe, was in CZW.
Yes.
But yeah, those matches with him and Pete Dunne are absolutely on point, and they're just phenomenal. And a few years later, they're signing. He was signed in WWE. I got to see him live in NXT. He was amazing. But yeah, my man Adam Cole is going to come out victorious, in my opinion.
All right. Moving on to Antwan.
All right. This build up, I have to say, this has been incredible. Honestly, the very first time when I first saw the confrontation they had on Pat's show, I had to say that, no lie, I thought just as you all thought, I thought it was a shoot. You know, the way they played it off, they made it look so legit. They both played their parts very well, Adam and Pat. You know, I'm hoping this match, just as great, as incredible the build up was, I hope it pays off with this match here. You know, this is the first, I guess, this is the first time to see what Pat can do in the ring. You know, with Adam Cole, given the magnitude Adam Cole as a performer. You know,
he better not be like Mongo from WCW. He better not be like Mongo from WCW.
Oh my god.
I hope not, but I'm gonna go here and just gonna say that this definitely reads Adam Cole to win this. I'm going for Adam to beat Pat up there. Honestly, Pat, granted, he looked like to maybe run his mouth a little bit too much for me. I think he's underestimating Adam Cole. I think in my opinion, he's underestimating Adam. He looks like he underestimating him. So I think if anything, this is time for this man to shut this man up. Time to shut him up. Hopefully he takes a lot of super kicks, a lot of Panama. Oh, I just hope he gets a pulp clean out of him. And Pat,
pulp, as they say.
Pat, if you're watching this, that's right. You best believe I hope you get beat up to death. I hope you get bloodied to death, and hope maybe you'll consider not doing this ever again.
I don't think you can kill somebody in professional wrestling. I don't think that's required by wrestling law.
Owen Hart would like to have a word with you.
Shut up.
Jeez.
No, I wasn't saying that to be like rude. I was saying it because, it's an example.
Yeah. I mean, the guy fell.
Yeah. He said that you can't really die in professional wrestling, and I said...
Now you see why this is my last appearance.
No, listen, I was not denouncing or poking fun at Owen Hart's passing. I'm just saying. Anyway, nonetheless, here you have it, folks. Antwan said, I hope he gets beaten to death.
I don't think that's required by professional wrestling law, except for Owen Hart.
Jesus.
Dude, the Von Erich died in the ring.
It's just
I mean,
true.
the dude that Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio. Yeah.
Rey Mysterio.
Oh, yeah.
Me and James are on the same page.
Oh, and I'll have a word with you later.
Can we stop talking about this and get to the fucking match?
Nonetheless.
To conclude what I said, nevertheless though, I'm Cole to win this. Pat, good luck getting beat up. That's all I can just tell you that now.
Y'all underestimating Pat.
Because it looks like James is just flexing in the mirror. James.
All right. Look, so to go off of everything y'all said, Adam Cole, both of them did a tremendous job in that worked interview. I still have a hard time believing that there had to be a certain percentage of that interview that was just kind of real and kind of tense. And if there was any moment, me being someone who, I've trained in a wrestling ring and my build is almost about Adam's size. He's about 5'9", 5'10" or so. He's about 185 to 195 pounds, which is not far off of what so when Pat McAfee, when he made the comment about the size thing, I felt that. And that's, in the current state of wrestling, the size of the human being is just not as relevant as it was in the late 80s or the early 90s.
Or the
We
70s.
don't have we don't have a bunch of Ultimate Warriors running around. We don't have 22-inch pythons on Finn Balor. That's just not what the current product is anymore. And that's okay, because talent outdid the muscle. And I feel where Adam could have gotten really angry at that comment and kind of maybe thrown some realism into his, what you could call a promo. And then I can see where Pat can look at Adam and being like, wow, he's getting all the success. He's considered a champion. He's literally wearing gold around his waist. However, that's not a real sport. I can see how he would say that, because most in professional sports would say that about wrestling.
Like Conor.
Now I can
exactly. So WWE.
Yes, so I can see, I can literally feel their tension on screen, and I'm like, dude, I love it. So now the question is, like Evan said, can they produce? And I think that with a talent like Adam Cole, and the fact that it's more than likely going to be pre-recorded, I think that they've got a great talent in the ring that's going to carry Pat if Pat needs it. Pat's already a conditioned athlete. He's going to be able to run, hit the ropes, take a bump. But will he be able to work the art of wrestling? I think that's where Adam Cole will come in and say, hey, dude, I got you. This, NXT Takeover is my house, and let me show you every single room and every single corner of said room. And I can give you the tour. And I think that match is going to be one of the hottest ones of the night, because like you said, it got everyone talking. It wasn't just on WWE media. It was on ESPN, ESPN2. It was on freaking TMZ. It was everywhere, dude. So it got me pumped up, and I'm hoping that Pat takes it, surprisingly, because I really think that Adam Cole coming off of a loss to what they can work into a story as a real athlete will give him that, that anger and just that envy that a real heel needs. And we all know how the best characters in the business all started off as the best heels. So I just think that as he moves up to the main roster and eventually gets to Raw and SmackDown, I think he needs to be established as one of the best heels in the business. And I think by making him lose to a quote-unquote NFL guy, dude, what better way? You know what I mean?
That would be a terrible way to go up.
I think that would be awesome, dude, because he would be like, man, I didn't deserve that loss. Screw NXT. They did this crap to me. I can see it working as a story. Of course, I don't want to see him lose because he's awesome, but I can understand it as a business thing, like them saying, all right, well then leave, asshole. And then he does, and that's, a year ago we were looking at close to Survivor Series. He was on top, and now it's kind of, it's time for him to find something new, freshen up his stuff.
Imagine this, right? Like you mentioned, Adam Cole loses to Pat. The next night on NXT, he comes out, cuts this big promo and shit, and gets really angry. Triple H himself comes out and says, oh, you don't like it? Leave. Adam Cole beats the shit out of Triple H, right?
Yeah.
Maybe somehow, I don't know if this would actually happen, maybe Triple H comes out of retirement once, they have a match, and then Adam wins and leaves.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, I got an idea. Undisputed Era. This is gonna. I feel like if they did that, it would have to
versus
set
DX.
DX versus Undisputed Era at Survivor Series.
I feel like
They
that wouldn't
couldn't
be
do that because everybody else is out of shape.
Yeah,
The
Triple H,
only,
Road Dogg, and X-Pac. That's all you need.
oh yeah,
Plus,
because that's what
They'll
you
really
want.
get
X-Pac busted his sphincter doing the Bronco Buster.
Oh, yeah,
X-Pac
that's
is
right.
too out of shape.
Plus the
And
the
he's probably
legend
gonna
of
get
Shawn
that
Michaels
X-Pac
was
stuff.
killed on Friday.
Go away,
Let's
Heath.
not
Oh
forget.
yeah, I have plans for Triple H. You'll hear that
But
later.
but that would be
Spoiler
awesome.
alert.
I think that either way they go is going to be cool. I think the match is going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to that one. That one really's got my wheels turning. I don't know where they're going to go with it, and that's why I love WWE. I think that's why a lot of athletes like Pat McAfee and just a lot of entertainers in general are targeting. Well, not targeting, but looking to come to WWE during these times because it's like, dude, what else are you going to do?
Hey guys, back again, Tuck Your Chin podcast, and here with the SummerSlam predictions now. Again, I have it all written down for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Street Profits versus Andrade and Angel Garza. Andrade and Angel Garza have been getting a little bit of issues lately, but I think that they can win these championships, so I'm going with them. Then we have Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Definitely going with Drew McIntyre. I don't think his run is over yet. I think he still needs to go for a while. I think that he can hold this belt for a long time. Next, Apollo Crews and MVP. I believe that's for the United States Championship, and I want MVP to win because mostly I really like the group that's going on right now with them, with him, Shelton, and Bobby Lashley. I think it's really cool. I think they deserve that gold. They should keep it. Then we have Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins, street fight. I think Dominic Mysterio is going to win it. This is his first match. I think that he has the fire. He has Rey Mysterio in his corner. I think that he has all the tools to win. Sasha Banks versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. And Bayley versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I think that Asuka's taking home both titles. I think that is her time to be Asuka 2 belts. That's all I got to say. We have Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt for the Universal title. I think Bray Wyatt could come out on top on this one. I think that The Fiend with Alexa Bliss is really getting in Braun Strowman's head. Braun Strowman's trying to get in the head of The Fiend, but we know that The Fiend is the one who taught him those tricks. So we're going to see what happens there. Last but not least, Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville. Hair versus hair match. I think Sonya Deville is going to cut off the rest of that hair. She has a mean streak like no other. She is a fighter, and she can kick anyone's ass. So I think that she's going to kick Mandy Rose's ass. She's going to cut off the rest of that hair, and I don't know if Otis is going to like that very much. But guys, again, this is the Tuck Your Chin podcast. Thank you for watching, and Tony Chini is out.
Not kick me out one more time. I put my teapot in your poopa.
All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. I thought that Steve was recording, and to be funny, I removed Julian, not really being aware that he was the one recording. I'm fucking stupid.
And Michael.
Apologies for that.
He kicked.
Nonetheless, where were we? This is not going great.
We're talking about our Lord and Savior.
Street Profit and other people.
I'm done.
Okay.
Hey, Evan.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
I'm on the road.
Yes.
We can tell.
I see. Yeah, you're very pixelated and yeah. Okay. Nonetheless, fuck me. Where were we? I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Who was talking about the match?
I was talking, and then you kicked me out.
You were talking about Sethy Poo.
I thought that Steve was recording, man. All right. Sorry, Julian. Who do you think is going to win the match?
I think it's going to be the Street Profits because Zelina's going to get involved, then Bianca's going to get involved, and we're going to get the same match we've gotten on Raw the past 15 times. So, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Antwan, who do you think is going to win this match?
I got the Street Profits retaining. The one good thing about this rivalry I liked was how they interjected when they reinterjected Bianca Belair into this and the thing that kind of enticed me was when they filmed Bianca she had attacked Zelina in her house when it was on a Twitch stream. I actually was intrigued by that. So I'm still looking forward to the match. But I will say that overall the Street Profits will retain.
Yeah.
All right. Nathan.
Well, I obviously want the smoke, so it's obviously going to be the Street Profits. Don't get me wrong. Angel and Andrade are both phenomenal competitors and some of the best wrestlers I've seen in NXT. I absolutely enjoyed Andrade as Andrade Cien Almas, if anybody remembers that. Does anybody remember that time when he was named that?
Yeah.
All right, good, because that was a phenomenal NXT Championship reign. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah. But anyways, back to the match. It's going to happen like what Julian said earlier. But yeah, it's going to be the Street Profits.
All right. Steve.
Did y'all just get an Amber Alert?
Why would they get an
No.
Amber Alert? They don't live.
You fucking idiot.
God.
Screwing me here.
You're screwing with you.
Street profits.
All right, that's a good pick. So that's Mike, Julian, Nathan. I'm sorry, Jacob. Antwan, did you go?
Yeah, we went.
Yeah, he went before me.
So everyone went, right? Yeah, everyone went. Okay.
Oh,
Moving on.
God help us.
Yeah, God, fucking. Moving on. United States Championship match between Apollo Crews and MVP. According to Wikipedia, there was a small stipulation for this match. The other members of Pain Company are banned from ringside, those being Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. I think that Apollo is probably going to retain. What do you think, Julian?
I think he's going to retain for sure. Even though I do like what MVP's doing, I honestly think what MVP's doing now since he came back with WWE is probably the best thing he's ever done.
Yeah, and he's had the U.S. title like 6 times. So.
Yeah, dude, I love MVP, but I personally think Apollo's going to keep the title.
Absolutely. Jacob.
Apollo, I'm sorry, this match kind of bores me, especially without the Hurt Business, because, yeah, but I think after the match, now if MVP wins, I think it's going to be because Cedric is going to turn heel, because Cedric will be turning heel, so that's why I think MVP might win, but I think it would be maybe an after the match, the Hurt Business would come down, fight, then Ali, Ricochet, and Cedric would come out, then Cedric would turn on them, and then you could get like Cedric versus Ali again, Cedric versus
Ricochet,
which I think would be good. Then I think Cedric will eventually take the title off of Apollo. That's how I see it.
And we could get the Ouch Corporation versus.
Then this is how Keith Lee could debut on the main roster. Because they need a big boy. They need a big. No, Jesus, he needs to stay away from them. Oh, there's another team actually. They said you're black. Go on the team and beat up people.
But honestly, if Keith Lee does come up to the main roster, he is for sure in the world title picture.
Yeah, keep him away from the Ouch Corporation. And fucking.
Why? But they have to put all the black people in one match on Raw. That's literally what they've done like the past 3 weeks. Anytime it's Ricochet and Cedric versus Bobby Lashley and MVP, or vice versa, then they throw Apollo in.
Ali's back.
Yeah. Steve.
I forgot what match we were talking about again.
Okay. MVP versus Apollo Crews for the U.S. title.
Oh yeah. For sure, think Apollo's gonna win. If somehow they knock out the ref and this Pain industry comes in and they interfere, that's how I see MVP winning.
Yeah. Nathan.
Don't get me wrong. MVP is one of the best wrestlers he's still doing great at his age. I mean, how old is he? Like 46 years old?
Something like that.
Yeah, same age as Bobby.
Really good. It looks like he hasn't lost a single step in his life. I mean, wasn't he in like a TNA when he was released from WWE?
Yes.
He was in TNA and New Japan.
Right. So obviously he hasn't lost anything. But I think I have to go with my boy Apollo Crews. I got to see him perform a few times. He was absolutely phenomenal in the ring itself. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. One of the most underrated wrestlers, in my opinion, at least. I think he's going to go out with a win.
All right, Antwan.
I definitely say Apollo's going to retain. However, I do see something, a scenario where Cedric's gonna turn heel as they teased on Raw with him breaking away from Ricochet, Ali, and Apollo, and him eventually joining the Hurt Business. So but overall, I see Apollo retaining.
All right, absolutely. And finally, Mike.
I'm coming.
Nobody to suck me, nobody to fuck me.
I'm coming.
My guy Montavious Vontor Order. That's gonna be my guy. He's gonna win because you know why? Because I'm always coming. He is always coming. Where we make best buds.
Exactly.
But yes, actually, seriously, I'm going for MVP. Wins the title.
Exactly.
Because we're always...
To quote famous rap artist, music producer, and presidential candidate Kanye West, we would not be here without cum. He did once say that in a song. Anyway.
I mean, hey, he's not wrong.
Actually, wait, hold on. Presidential candidate, rapper, music producer, fashion designer, fucking technically Kardashian family member. He's a weird man. Anyway.
Arrogant son of a bitch.
He's also a priest, apparently. He's a priest.
And he calls himself the greatest rock and roller of all time, which I disagree.
Oh,
I will
remember.
disagree.
I remember him saying that at Glastonbury a couple of years ago.
What did he say?
He said he was the greatest
you
rock
people are witnessing the greatest living rock star of all
Oh, I
time.
remember that, yeah.
And then proceeds to fuck the words up to Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, that's a madman.
A song that's super famous that a lot of people know the words to.
And he calls himself a god.
Yeah.
And doesn't he like praise Jesus like every 5 seconds?
Yeah, pretty much.
He's an
Nonetheless.
arrogant bitch. I hate him. I just love to punch him.
Yeah. Well, whoa, Nathan, now don't go committing a hate crime. Careful.
I'm not going to. I'm gonna punch him for saying he's the greatest rock and roll star of all time.
Right.
Elvis is, clearly.
Yes, Elvis is the greatest rock and roller of all time.
Right. Now.
Anyways,
moving on. I'm just gonna do both of these matches consecutive because they're both like the same fucking thing pretty much. Basically Sasha Banks. Wait. Fuck. I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
That's a good song by Nirvana. I love that.
That is a good one. My synapses are on fire. Sasha Banks with Bayley versus Asuka for the Raw Women's title, and then Bayley with Sasha versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's title.
Wait, what? What?
What?
I'm gonna say that again.
Bayley versus Asuka for their titles.
Yeah, two
Thank
matches.
you.
Sasha Banks with Bayley versus Asuka for the Raw Women's title, and then
vice versa.
Bayley with Sasha versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's title.
Huh?
Fucking Julian just took a dive.
What?
I guess that they're having Asuka have 2 World Championship matches in one night.
Back to back?
Hold on.
Yeah, I would assume so.
When did this happen? Oh,
I don't.
Y'all didn't see? Y'all didn't notice?
Oh,
Have y'all not watched Have y'all not? Did y'all not watch the Battle Royal?
Oh, I
It was literally.
I fast forwarded it.
Yeah, Asuka won. She eliminated Shayna.
Well,
I think it was Shayna. It was either Shayna or Tegan. I forgot.
I think it was
That was a
Tegan.
boring match.
You caused me to fall. That's your fault, Evan.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just gonna dive.
well, lads and lassies. I guess Asuka's going for both titles. If one wasn't enough.
Honestly, okay. You know what? Honestly, here's the thing.
Shit.
Personally, I despise Sasha Banks, but I do enjoy Bayley, with as weird as that might sound. I enjoy Bayley a little bit more than Sasha. Only saying that because Sasha is known for being a very unpleasant person to work with. Bayley is known for being a nice person to work with. Therefore, I enjoy Bayley more, to be honest.
I have a question for you, Evan.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but can you explain me why you despise Sasha Banks?
Well, as I mentioned, she's just known for not being a pleasant person to work with. I don't think she's that good, and the only reason why I think that she's been given countless opportunities is because her cousin is Snoop D-O-double-G.
My boy.
Not dissing Snoop Dogg. I am a fan. He's a rap legend. But, I mean, come on. So that's just my stance on it. But nonetheless, what I want to see is Asuka win both titles. And as weird as that might sound, I was really upset that Asuka lost.
I was too.
And I think that Asuka's one of the greatest women's wrestlers, honestly, possibly of all time. I think she deserves it. She's worked her ass off for years. I think she deserves it. So that's what I want to see. Michael, what about... you already went. Sorry, I'm fucking stupid. Julian.
No, I didn't. I said Sasha and Bayley are gonna win.
Oh, right. Okay. Julian.
Right. Here's what I think's gonna happen. I think
she's just gonna come down and throw the match out.
Shut up. Here's what's gonna happen. Bayley is gonna retain, but Sasha is gonna lose.
Oh, okay.
And then this is gonna cause Bayley versus Sasha to happen.
That could happen. I didn't even think of that. That could definitely happen. Yes. Jacob.
Picking up off what Julian said, I think if Bayley goes on first, Bayley's gonna win. If Sasha goes on first, Sasha's gonna win. They're gonna win by outside interference. And I think in the second match, whoever goes on second is gonna lose due to the outside interference, and that's gonna cause the rift. That's what I see happening. So Bayley.
Either way, I think Sasha's gonna turn face.
Oh yeah.
I just think whoever loses their title is gonna turn on the other. That's how I see it.
One of them she has to at least win one.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. The other one's gonna lose by outside interference.
Yeah.
Then
I honestly need to say this. I don't want faced Bayley back.
I want to hug Bayley though.
I want to hug Bayley too, but I just like her. I like her as a heel a lot more. Like she makes you really hate her.
Yeah, honestly, the way I look at it, the moment that I had a very strong gut feeling that Bayley's heel run was going to be really good, it's the way she turned heel. I loved how she came out as her face gimmick. Everyone thought it was just going to be typical Bayley. And then she grabbed a sharp object and sliced the fucking tube men guys, right? And then there was children. There were children crying. There were children crying, right? And it was awesome. Yeah, that was the thing. There were children fucking crying because they were like, "Oh God, fucking." I think that Bayley's a really good heel, better than people want to give her credit for. So yeah, that's my stance on.
Okay, you know what?
I sometimes like heel workers. I really like those types of characters who are just oh, I'm fucking better than you, and all that stuff. I don't know what it is though. I just enjoy it. Kind of like MJF.
Yeah.
Maxwell Jacob Freeman.
I meant to say that. No disrespect.
Right.
You know what I would love to see happen if WWE gave a bunch of children in charge of Monday Night Raw for the night and just see what they come up with.
It'd probably be around the same product.
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably.
I mean, Vince McMahon already has the mind of a child now, so it's
essentially.
Anyway,
definitely Vince is on the verge of going senile, but also not. It's really weird.
He's been seen. I mean, really, he rewrites the shows 2 hours before they happen. He's obviously a little senile these days.
Yeah.
He should give us imagine if Triple H gave us the opportunity to do that, but I don't think it'll ever.
And alright, I'd fucking be I want to see fucking Stephanie McMahon versus Ezekiel Jackson in a fucking. You know what I'm saying?
And this is why Evan doesn't book.
In a Kennel from Hell match. Bring back the.
Oh God.
I forgot that he was a part of WWE. Because I remember him having one Intercontinental Championship run, and that was it.
Yeah.
And then he lost to Wade Barrett 2 weeks after he won the damn thing.
Yeah. Nonetheless.
Okay, but we're getting off topic.
We're going nuts. Nathan, what do you think is gonna happen with these two weird matches?
Honestly, the point that you made about Sasha being kind of a dickhead backstage and not being the most easy to work with, where Bayley is the more easy to work with. I mean, obviously, Bayley outside of her character seems like one of the most kindest people you'll ever meet in the wrestling business. Where Sasha is kind of a dickhead.
Yeah, and I honestly, I'm sorry, just really quick, I'm not this is gonna sound very dickish, but when I think they did like a WWE 24 thing on Sasha, and she was like crying and shit. And I'm just like, bitch, shut the fuck.
What was she crying about anyway?
She was
She
like
had to put
upset
somebody
about
over.
something. Yeah, it was some bullshit. And I'm just like,
I think it had something to do with like Charlotte or something. I don't know.
Yeah, she broke down in tears, and I'm like, well, yeah, but you're not a nice lady.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, sorry, go on.
But Bailey's, however, seems like one of the most kindest people in the wrestling business. Like, she legitimately looks like she would just like give you the biggest hug in your entire life. And I think it would be best if Sasha Banks lost to Asuka. Asuka is one of my favorite, if not my most favorite women's wrestler of all time because of how hard she works, how much character she has, and how much she cares about the wrestling business. Also, she likes Iron Maiden. But honestly, I think it would be good. I think it would be interesting if she lost to Bailey, and then Bailey would just like rub it in her face. However, when Sasha loses, I think they'll just like still like remain friends or something like that. But yeah, Asuka's definitely gonna win against Sasha, but Bailey probably not.
Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me, Steve. What do you think is gonna happen?
Bailey loses, Sasha retains.
Okay, all right. Antwan, did you? No, you didn't go yet, right?
Oh yeah. I say that they're definitely going to build the Sasha and Bailey beginning here. I feel like Sasha's going to lose her title to Asuka while Bailey retains against her.
All right, definitely. Okay, I think everyone went, right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on to the next match. I'm only going to mention this one because personally, I don't give a single shit about it. In a hair versus hair match, Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville. Actually, I guess I'll start this one off. I just don't fucking care, but I guess I'll give this perspective on it. I think that Sonya will lose because haircut. Yeah, maybe something like that. I mean, honestly, like, I think Mandy looks outstanding with the short hair. I don't know if that's just me, but huh? What? I'm deaf. I'm fucking with you. Nonetheless, yeah, I think that undeniably, like, I think Mandy will win, and yeah, although, considering there are certain people who get mad over certain things, what if they have Mandy beat Sonya, but the people will get mad? The people, if you know what I'm talking, will get mad and be like, "Oh, it's homophobia because Sonya's like." What if people, get mad about that? No, fuck it. You know what? I think Mandy's gonna win. Fuck it, because, like, I'm sorry, I can't get invested in Sonya Deville. I'm sorry, and I'm not saying that because she happens to be a lesbian. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, and her sexuality doesn't define her as a person or as an athlete or anything like that. She's just boring to me. She doesn't have any character. Whereas with Mandy Rose,
and you tell she not speak English.
Yes, I know. I'm telling you, aneurysms, man. I have them. No, yeah. Whereas with Mandy, I think that they've done a bit more character investment into her, I feel like, with the whole Otis thing at least, but yeah. So yeah, I guess that's my stance on it. Do you guys even want to talk about this match? Because I personally don't care about it. Do you want to just move on?
I think whoever votes for Mandy Rose, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right, so I guess that's everyone. But also,
yeah.
I also forgot to mention, Otis is Mr. Money in the Bank.
That's right. We'll get into that because SummerSlam is one of the biggest shows of the year. We'll get into that. Maybe he'll cash in on a match. So yeah, nonetheless, I don't fucking care about Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville in a hair versus. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, moving on. Let's go to this one I'm very excited for, and then we'll get on to the two, I guess, main events. Dominic Mysterio with his dad, Big Ray, versus Seth Rollins with Buddy Murphy in a street fight. Now, let me also throw this one off. I'm sorry. I just want to really get my thoughts on this one. I have high hopes for this one because with Dominic, I think that he clearly has had some pure wrestling training, and I think that he kind of literally earned his stripes when he got the piss beaten out of him with kendo sticks and stuff. God, that shit looked very gnarly.
The way he looked after that, oh my god.
Yeah, do you want to know what it reminded me of? Remember, I mean, it was kind of different, but remember in ECW when Tommy Dreamer got the Singapore
Tommy
cane thing
Dreamer?
from Sandman?
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yes. Yeah, that's kind of not in the same vein exactly, but it kind of reminded me a little bit of that. So yeah, I think that Dominic has worked hard to Mike's in the dark again in bed like a madman. Fucking yeah, I think that Dominic's had some actual wrestling training. Therefore, I think that this match will actually be really good. My money is on Dominic. I think that Dominic as the face will go over. I think that that'd be nice to see. Considering it would honestly make sense, because I think that most people would be like, oh well, Seth's gonna win because him and Buddy Murphy have beaten the shit out of Dominic. Therefore, they're gonna get the upper hand. But that same way of thinking can also be directed towards Dominic winning, because oh, Buddy and Seth have beaten the fucking shit out of Dominic for a while now, but Dominic could get the upper hand and win and all of that, and then maybe Dominic and Seth will have a feud, and I honestly wouldn't mind seeing that. So I think this match is going to be really cool. Maybe at one point they bring a ladder match, a ladder into the match, and then Seth is on top of it, and then Dominic compromises and drop kicks Seth off of it, and then Seth no-sells falling off of it, and he goes, "Where the fuck was Becky? God damn!" Because maybe they have pregnant Becky show
Where
up.
the fuck was
everybody? Oh, God.
I completely forgot about Becky, honestly. Man, you're bringing up names I completely forgot about. I forgot about Otis.
Yeah. I'm just fucking around, but nonetheless. Nonetheless, I'm pretty excited for this match. Personally, I think it's gonna be cool because it'll be something different. Julian, what do you
No, some Band-Aid. Put the Band-Aid on her.
He's talking shit.
What?
I think that was Antwan's mommy. Anyway, Julian.
Dominic. I think Dominic's gonna come out on top because I definitely think Dominic deserves to. But honestly, I feel like after this match, Dominic should go to NXT.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's just me.
Yeah, I can get behind that. And the way I also feel about it, I'm gonna say this right now. I think do something with Dominic where he doesn't have to be in his father's shadow.
I'm Rey Mysterio's kid, you know?
Yeah, do something different. Obviously acknowledge who his dad is, but don't make that his gimmick. And honestly...
Yeah, that's what Charlotte is. She's pretty much the female Ric Flair.
Exactly. The way I look at it, if they ever even consider putting a fucking mask on Dominic, I'm done. That's gonna be
Oh
no.
man, you're in for a treat.
Vince is gonna
Don't
do that.
do that.
I bet you some money Vince is gonna do that.
Don't.
I hope
Okay.
not. I really hope not.
It wouldn't make sense because we know what Dominic looks like.
That is a good point. We also know what Ray looks like given WCW. I know we don't want to mention that, but it happened.
Oh yeah,
What
that's
do you think how do you think his reign was in WCW?
With the mask, amazing. Without it, fuck off. That's how I feel about it.
His Eddie Guerrero match in Halloween Havoc was one of the best matches I've ever seen.
That, I'm not even joking, that is my favorite non-WWE match.
Really?
I'm not even exaggerating. So yeah,
Oh
Jake,
my gosh, you didn't. Huh?
who do you
Yeah.
think's gonna win the match?
Oh, I think Dominic's gonna win because I think Murphy's gonna turn on Seth.
Yes,
Because
and then we'll get
in the past
Buddy
few
versus
weeks-
Seth, which, oh my god.
Pretty much. And I think Murphy's been he hasn't really been messing with Seth going crazy when he made him do the things they did to Alistair. Buddy was looking at the tape the next week, kind of, just in shock that he got pushed to that limit. So I think either he turns on him on Sunday or he turns on him Monday on Raw, on the Raw after. But either way, I think Murphy's turning on Seth and kind of leaving Seth alone, to be alone. As for Dominic, actually, I read something that said he's gonna go by Prince Mysterio after he wrestles this match, and I guess that's how he's gonna start his career. I read that somewhere. And he does have a mask, but he's not going to wear it for this match.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
So no, I saw a sneak peek of his gear too. It's kind of like his dad's logo, but it's a little bit of a different twist on it, so it's more of his own,
My god.
which I liked. I liked how it looked.
Oh, wait.
If
They
I
didn't put a mask on him, did they?
I didn't see the full gear. I just saw the logo. Hold on, if I find it, I'll send it to y'all.
Yeah, because, yeah.
Here's what I think is gonna happen. Dominic's gonna win, and then he's gonna go away for a little bit, and all of a sudden this weird masked person comes out. It's like, oh my gosh, who is this guy? And it turns out to be Dominic.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen. Good God. Nathan, who do you think is going to win this match?
I don't think it would be right if Seth Rollins won because it's technically his first match. It's basically how they did with Sting, where Triple H put himself over with Sting, which I thought was bullshit when I saw that live.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't there though, but I was watching it on the network, but I thought it was bullshit. But I mean, considering his age and whatever, but I just think it wouldn't be right if they made Dominic lose. I think it would be more right if they had him win the match, in my opinion, at least.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I think that they, sorry that I'm off camera, I'm currently doing something, but I think that what they've been doing is that I think maybe they'll wait a bit longer regarding building up Dominic as a face, and maybe at SummerSlam they'll have Dominic lose, but then over time, maybe this will be a long-term feud, who knows? I think that would be a cool decision to make, because yes, they've done a good job of building Dominic up as a face so far, but it hasn't been that much of an extended amount of time. Now it's darker in here. I just wanted to chill, man. I didn't like the brightness. Oh wait, actually that's better. Anyway, so yeah, that's my fucking stance on it. Antwan, who do you think is gonna win?
I definitely see Dominic winning here. I feel like he's really gonna make a big impression here on his debut against Seth. So I feel like, obviously with Ray at ringside and Murphy, they're both gonna play a part into the match to get involved. But I think ultimately it's gonna end up with Dominic winning.
Yeah, absolutely. Steve, who do you think is gonna win?
I definitely think Dominic. I do think Seth and his disciples are gonna come get involved, but also Ray is, somehow, somewhere, candlesticks are gonna be shown. There's, usual whenever they're around. But I do see Dominic winning one way or another.
Hopefully it's blood, because it's a street fight.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Who knows?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also, apparently for his eye, they had an actual somebody's actual testicle. Apparently.
Well,
Wait, testicle? What?
What? Where did you read this?
Why are you looking at that information?
I saw something.
You mean
about
your
that.
eyeball?
Yeah,
You
it
said
was something
testicle.
like that.
Wait, what?
So they made this out of
Yeah.
Out of Rey Mysterio's eye.
A
I
testicle.
believe.
Good God. Well, nonetheless, I think Nathan, you went already, right? Sorry.
Yes.
All right. Finally, Mike.
Yay.
Dominic.
Shippy boy.
All right.
Mike,
Now,
are you in bed?
Hell yeah.
yes, you did.
Oh my god.
You're not going to see this for a while, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Well, we got two more matches, both of which I'm very excited for. I'll save the one that I'm the most excited for the last. We're going to start with, and I'm just going to say this before I mention Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. I think, don't get me wrong, the Legend Killer gimmick, one of my most favorite gimmicks in wrestling in general. However, I think it's a bit self-contradictory for Randy to bring that gimmick back, considering the fact that, in my opinion, Randy is a legend now. I don't care what anyone says. In my opinion, Randy is a legend.
Yeah.
A full-time legend, but a legend nonetheless. And I think that I don't know, maybe it works at the same time, because, like, oh, yes, I might be a legend, but I'm still the legend killer. Maybe it's like a fucking, I don't know. Nonetheless, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. I think Drew is going to retain, because Randy, in my opinion, is one of the best of all time, but he's had that title so many times, and I honestly don't really want to see it again. So that's just me. And also, Drew's not saying I don't want to see him lose to Randy. I want to see him lose to somebody different. Sorry, Julian. Go ahead, because you got your hand raised.
Here's how I think this is gonna go. I think we're not gonna get a winner because I think Retribution's gonna get involved.
Or
I think Retribution's gonna get involved, screw up the finish, and that's making everyone realize, okay, these guys are serious.
Retribution? Don't you just mean Antifa? Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh,
boy.
and it's been canceled.
What? Built like 13-year-old kids.
Okay, the people in Retribution are stand-ins. They didn't have the
Like,
final
just, slap them
roster
around.
ready.
I'm
Yeah.
just messing around. Although, in my opinion, listen, I got a little poem for you for those of you who enjoy poetry, okay?
Oh Lord.
Poetry motion.
Cover your ears.
Roses are red. I have chronic masturbation. Antifa is a terrorist organization.
And we've been shut off the air.
I'm sorry. I had to make that joke. I've had that joke in mind for months. I'm sorry. I had to make it. I'm sorry.
We don't try to get political on here.
But you're not wrong. Jesus, Mike. Go to bed.
Nonetheless, I'm sorry. Listen, it's just a joke. Anyway.
No,
You can't joke in 2020.
You look like Antifa members.
Yeah, they look exactly like Antifa.
Yeah. But honestly, I kind of do like what they're doing with this whole Retribution thing. Like these are people that are. Honestly, you know what I think is going to happen? There have been talks about Randy Orton and Tommaso Ciampa possibly feuding. I feel like this is the perfect way to do it. Randy Orton unmasks Ciampa, and he's the leader.
Ooh.
What the hell?
You just got my penis
That
tingling.
would work. I think that would easily work. Dude, give Tommaso Ciampa like this kind of anarchist gimmick or something. That'd be awesome.
That's pretty much what Retribution is. They're an anarchist group, so.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's how people describe Antifa too.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't even know anymore.
Good God. Anyway, fucking, I don't know. Jacob, go ahead.
All right, well,
Shed some light on this.
I think. Oh, there's not going to be any light shed because I think Sir Randall Keith himself is going to take this with all his headlocks and work holds and body slams. I think he's going to punt Drew, and that's going to win it because nobody's ever kicked out the. If he hits the punt, it's over because nobody's ever kicked out the punt on WWE TV or the house show. So,
well, wait. How about this? Randy setting up to go for the punt, right?
And Drew hits him with the Claymore.
Yeah.
Or
Randy starts to run. Otis's music hits.
Oh my god.
He runs in with the briefcase, beats the shit out of Randy and Drew, and fucking wins that title.
And then Caterpillar.
Yes! Does the Caterpillar to win the WWE? I'm joking, I don't fucking want to see that.
Okay, my plan for why Randy's winning, right? Because I heard a rumor that Triple H wants one more match. And look at the people that Randy's taken out in the past few weeks and who they've been closest with. Triple H.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair,
Big Show.
But no, yeah. So I think you could set that up for Survivor Series. You could have either Team Randy versus Team Triple H. You can get Triple H's boys, aka Pete Dunne, Adam Cole, Walter, all of them. Then Randy gets some hooligans. I don't know.
Do you think
who
that
likes Randy though?
Do you think that Pete Dunne and Walter are going to be able to travel internationally by Survivor Series?
Well, the travel ban's been lifted in America. Tragically, we're not going to get into that. But so I think maybe, and then they could just quarantine. Or you can have Randy versus Triple H. and have him punt Triple H out and then retire Triple H off of that. But I think Randy Orton's winning, and I think that's going to set up Edge's return and have Edge get one last reign because everybody's been pining for Edge to get one more reign.
Ooh.
Anyway, so this would be a good feud continuer since Edge is going to be out for months. And Drew needs a reign, but Drew needs a reign with fucking fans. Drew can't do it in the empty environment. Even the Thunderdome won't be the same. He needs fans there. So then you could have Drew take it off of Edge. You come full circle. That's my plan.
Honestly, all the points we made, it could go any of those ways. We could get Retribution, ruin the match. We could have Randy win. We could have Drew win. We could have the Triple H set up. We could have
Otis come in.
We could have Otis come in. Literally, the possibilities for this specific match really are endless. Because I personally definitely do think Retribution might get involved because Drew was seen on Raw rallying everyone up against Retribution. So I feel like this is basically Retribution saying we need to be we're taking everything seriously for what we're doing.
Well, they flipped the car over and they just stomped on it. That was it.
And then they threw a rock through a window.
And they also trashed the backstage locker room, attacked a bunch of referees. They ruined up the production truck. I mean,
they had sex with my wife.
Who hasn't?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. By the way, after we're done with these last two matches, I literally just came up with an idea regarding Raw Underground, and we'll get to that afterwards. Nonetheless, Nathan.
Honestly, I have to go with what Julian said, because he's been rallying up everybody, saying, "Hey, we got to rally up, and we all got to meet together, and obviously we got to take these guys out and keep them out of here, or they're possibly going to kill the business." Honestly, I think that we're going to interfere in the match and screw everything up, trash everybody, trash the entire ring and all that stuff. Maybe even kill somebody, maybe even ejaculate with somebody.
Okay. Oh, what if, since it is going to be in the Thunderdome now, and they're going to have a bunch of fans watching via satellite, what if they go up to one of the screens and spray paint the WWE logo X'd out?
They could even take over the screens. Imagine it was just the screens just go black, and it's just a bunch of hooded figures all on screen or some shit.
Just a bunch of Retribution members we're taking over.
Then Michael Cole says, "Oh my," because he has.
Oh my! It's Buster.
And he accidentally says, "Here comes the big dog."
It's so much better.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's boss time. Sorry.
Yes.
Literally, Jim Ross could commentate about grass growing, and he'd still make it sound like the greatest thing in professional wrestling.
Honestly,
I don't know. Have you watched his recent commentary with AEW?
Well, that's because he has to do it with Taz.
Listen,
and Taz
I'm just gonna say
commentary.
this. I think I might have said this on one of the first episodes that I was on of this podcast, but AEW literally only hired Jim for the sake of nostalgia. 100%.
With Tony Schiavone.
Yeah,
and Taz.
Yeah.
Talk